Have you ever sat on a soft cushion and still felt like sitting on thorns? Has going to the bathroom become something you fear rather than just another daily routine? If you're over 60 and quietly suffering with piles, also called hemorrhoids, you're not alone. Nearly 50% of seniors deal with the pain, itching, burning, and even bleeding, but most don't talk about it. The good news: there's real hope, and it doesn't come in the form of harsh creams or surgeries. In fact, some of the most powerful healers are already sitting in your kitchen. Yes, specific foods can soothe, shrink, and even help reverse piles naturally, without side effects. And in just a moment, I'll tell you about a fruit older than civilization that can stop bleeding piles in under 3 days. But please, watch until the end, because the last food I reveal isn't just healing, it also prevents piles from ever coming back. Let me tell you about Harold, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Georgia. A big-hearted man with a big smile, Harold quietly suffered in silence. For months, every trip to the bathroom was an ordeal filled with sharp pain and fear of blood. He couldn't sit comfortably at church, and long drives were out of the question. Creams didn't help, and his doctor only suggested surgery, which terrified him. Then, by pure accident, he overheard a nurse talking about fiber-rich figs. That same day, Harold bought a bag and began eating 3 soaked figs each morning. On the 4th day, he noticed the swelling was down. The bleeding stopped soon after, and within 2 weeks, Harold's piles were nearly gone. What changed? The answer was simple: the healing power of natural food. The reason this works is simple once you understand how piles form. As we age, our digestion slows down, the muscles in our colon weaken, and we tend to drink less water, all of which leads to constipation. When you strain to pass hard stools, the blood vessels in your rectum swell, and over time, they become inflamed, painful, and sometimes even protrude. Fiber is nature's broom, especially soluble fiber. It softens your stool and helps everything move gently. That's why I want every senior listening to include ripe papaya in their morning routine. Just 1 cup of papaya contains a powerful enzyme called papain, which breaks down proteins, supports digestion, and reduces internal inflammation. Seniors who eat papaya daily report smoother bathroom visits and fewer pile flare-ups. Alongside papaya, there's another fruit you've likely enjoyed during summer: watermelon. Cold, juicy, and sweet, watermelon is over 90% water and rich in a compound called citrulline, which improves circulation and eases the pressure on rectal veins. More importantly, it hydrates the colon wall and helps prevent dry, painful stools. For seniors dealing with bleeding hemorrhoids, watermelon soothes the system gently and naturally. Have a bowl after lunch and you'll feel lighter and more regular, without the need for pills. But perhaps the most famous food for relieving constipation and healing piles is the prune, the dried plum that's been joked about for decades. But this humble fruit holds serious power. Prunes are packed with sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that draws water into the colon and acts as a natural laxative. Unlike synthetic laxatives that can lead to dependency or cramping, prunes work harmoniously with your digestive system. Many seniors eat 5 soaked prunes in the evening and report effortless mornings the next day. The fiber plus sorbitol combo not only softens stools but also reduces inflammation. In the anal veins, let's not forget one of the most healing foods for your gut: oats. Starting your day with a warm bowl of oatmeal isn't just comforting, it's medicinal. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that not only improves stool consistency but also supports the good bacteria in your gut. These friendly bacteria, in turn, reduce inflammation in your colon and rectum. For seniors with internal hemorrhoids, oats help restore balance, calm irritation, and gently push waste through the system without strain. Another unsung hero in the battle against piles is flaxseed. Just 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed added to your oatmeal or smoothie can transform your digestion. Flax seeds are high in both soluble and insoluble fiber and rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce swelling from the inside. Many seniors who add flaxseed to their daily routine say that their urgency, burning, and bleeding reduce dramatically within days. The seeds form a gel-like substance in the intestines, which cushions the bowel movement and prevents damage to inflamed veins. Now, let's talk about leafy greens, especially spinach. Spinach is rich in magnesium, a mineral that acts like a natural stool softener. When combined with fiber, magnesium helps draw water into your intestines and makes each bowel movement gentle and easy. Cooked spinach with garlic not only adds flavor, but boosts gut motility. Seniors who eat a cup of steamed spinach daily report less cramping, less bloating, and better stool consistency, all crucial for pile recovery. One of the oldest home remedies in India for piles is the banana. But not just any banana. Ripe yellow bananas are great, but overripe bananas, the ones with brown spots, are even better. They contain more resistant starch, which feeds your gut bacteria and improves digestion. Seniors in rural communities who eat one overripe banana first thing in the morning often never experience piles in their entire lives. Bananas act like a soothing balm on your digestive tract, and their potassium helps reduce water retention and pressure on rectal veins. There's a fruit that ancient Egyptians considered sacred, the fig. Dried or fresh, figs are one of nature's most powerful remedies for constipation. Soaking them overnight enhances their fiber content and makes them easier to digest. When chewed thoroughly on an empty stomach, soaked figs act like a gentle internal cleanser. Seniors who've lived with painful, bleeding piles for years have found relief within 72 hours of adding figs to their routine. Their secret lies in a unique blend of fiber, enzymes, and minerals that soften stool and reduce inflammation at the root. Sometimes, healing comes in the form of something so simple, we overlook it. That's the case with warm water. Drinking 1 or 2 glasses of warm water first thing in the morning, before coffee or tea, jumpstarts your digestion. It awakens your colon, hydrates your tissues, and prepares your body for a smooth, pain-free bowel movement. Seniors who adopt this habit find that they don't need laxatives, enemas, or uncomfortable bathroom rituals anymore. Ginger, with its warm, spicy aroma, isn't just for flavor. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory root. When brewed into a tea or added to meals, ginger soothes the stomach and stimulates bile production, improving fat digestion. But here's the key: ginger also improves blood circulation, which reduces swelling in the anal veins. For seniors with thrombose piles, those painful hard lumps, ginger tea with honey can ease the pain and shrink the swelling naturally over time. Pumpkin is another gentle, healing food that many overlook. Whether cooked, roasted, or added to soup, pumpkin is rich in both soluble fiber and vitamin A. It helps form bulkier, softer stools, which glide through the intestines without damage. Many traditional cultures have used pumpkin as a remedy for both constipation and bleeding piles for centuries. Seniors who had half a cup of steamed pumpkin to dinner experience not just better digestion, but also a lighter, more comfortable feeling in the lower abdomen. Let's not forget cucumbers, especially with the peel. Crisp, cool cucumbers are 96% water and high in fiber. Eating cucumber slices before a meal helps hydrate the digestive tract and prevent straining. The seeds contain compounds that soothe the intestinal lining, and the skin provides roughage to keep everything moving. A cucumber salad with yogurt and mint can be a refreshing and healing side dish for any senior dealing with piles. Buttermilk, a probiotic-rich drink, is one of the best beverages for piles. It's cooling, soothing, and packed with gut-friendly bacteria that restore balance in the colon. Add a pinch of roasted cumin and a few crushed curry leaves to boost its anti-inflammatory effects. Seniors in India often end meals with a small glass of buttermilk to prevent gas, bloating, and constipation. Over time, this simple habit can strengthen the colon lining and reduce recurrence of piles. Sweet potatoes are another hidden gem. They're rich in fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the digestive tract. The soluble fiber in sweet potatoes forms a gel-like consistency in the intestines, promoting gentle passage of stools. Seniors who eat roasted sweet potatoes regularly find relief from chronic constipation and report fewer hemorrhoid flare-ups. They also have the added benefit of being delicious and filling, a great comfort food during recovery. Apple cider vinegar, when diluted and taken with warm water, can also help heal piles. Though it's not a food per se, it works internally by improving digestion, breaking down fats, and reducing acidity in the gut. Just 1 teaspoon in a glass of water before meals can ease bloating and regulate bowel movements. Seniors with sluggish digestion often find their symptoms ease within a week. Let's revisit Harold for a moment. After healing from his painful flare-up, he began sharing his journey with other seniors at his church. Soon, a small group was gathering after Sunday service, trading tips and passing around bowls of soaked figs and prunes. One member, a 68-year-old woman named Elaine, added banana smoothies and spinach to her daily meals and found that the piles she'd had for 20 years were now gone. These stories are not miracles. They're simply what happens when the body is given what it truly needs. So here we are, full circle. From papaya to prunes, watermelon to oats, and figs to ginger. These aren't exotic superfoods. They're everyday blessings that, when eaten with intention and care, can transform your health. If you're a senior suffering with piles, know this: healing is possible. Your golden years should be filled with comfort, not quiet suffering. Each bite of these healing foods is a step toward freedom, relief, and peace. And now, for the final food, one that not only heals but protects. It's the tiny yet mighty chia seed. Soak 1 tablespoon in a glass of water overnight and drink it in the morning. Chia seeds expand into a gel that cleans your colon like a sponge, reduces inflammation, and keeps you regular without strain. Seniors who've suffered for decades have said that chia alone gave them their lives back. Include it in your routine, and you may never face piles again. Remember, healing doesn't always require medicine. Sometimes, it just starts with what's on your plate.